Hi guys, my name is Vicky and this is Dragonfish Tarot. Thank you for coming to my space, or welcome to my space rather. So this is going to be a monthly reading for Libra for the month of October. I wanted to explain a few things just really briefly. This is a new way I'm doing readings now. These are some of the cards I might bring in because there's going to be a full moon and a new moon, of course, coming up. And I'm going to be bringing in more astrology into this. Now, I follow a Vedic astrology. So right now we are still in Virgo season, Vedically. Anyway, I'm going to be incorporating more astrology into this. And after looking at what's going on, like I'll give an example. October 4th, there will be issues with having deep discussions with partners, like long partners, spouses, things of that nature. That maybe should be stopped until later on in the next week because it's going to result in arguments. And that's just how the planets line up. So if we can account for more planetary issues and say, hey, well, maybe it's because of that. Well, it is, because there's times when you wake up and you're just in a bad mood and you can't understand why. Well, let's introduce that and understand why. When there was no trigger, there was no warning, there was no nothing, you just are mad. And I've done that. September is a prime example of what happened, right? Personally, I couldn't deal with September. It was planetarily, it was probably a really bad month, and it was a really bad month. So what I'm going to do first is I will do a regular reading, Celtic Cross, for you, Libra. First one's going to be love reading. Look at that. You're with your soulmate. Don't get into a deep discussion October 4th in a couple days. So anyway, I'm going to be doing the love reading. I'll be using these cards to do your career reading, okay, or life reading, because some people are good with their career or whatnot, or don't have one. All right, so this is for Libra for the month of October. Look at that. October for Libra. It's almost your time, isn't it? Medically speaking. Okay. I'll do one more. Moving it over so you can see. Yeah, you're going to need a lot of strength this month. Look at that. Underneath your strength card is you. There you are. It's like you left a situation that you knew about, like you took a leap of faith, and you're much happier, much stronger. Did you have to deal with the courts on that? So what I'm seeing is that you are trying to ground yourself. There's a situation of emotional time coming up for you, Libra. When I see two queens together, one's the situation, one's the challenge. You're having a challenge, like you're overly emotional right now, Libra. The challenge is trying to ground yourself, trying to be more earthy, more just the word homespun came into my mind. I don't know why. So you're having an issue with trying to ground yourself. Just go outside and ground yourself. Just take your socks and shoes off. And I tell this to people all the time when I do readings for them. Go ground yourself. It does help. Gaia, Mother Earth, knows how to alchemize those emotions and those feelings and turn it into something beautiful. You guys have to trust in that, okay? So you're focused on, are you spying on somebody? I think you're focused on trying to, maybe you want to write something with communications that you're not wanting people to know about. Something new is coming along for you that you're focused on, okay? And it looks like you recently just left something. I'm sorry, I took so long because I just realized with Virgo, I was supposed to go into some, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Thinking about another reading. I'm very sorry. So this is showing me that you have already gone through the process of leaving and getting into a better situation for yourself. You're taking control. That is a good strong suit for you, Libra. Right now, you know how to control the things around you, but you are having an issue with grounding yourself. So soon, you're going to be like, this is almost a career read, and you're working on yourself. But they're telling me you need to ghost somebody. There's somebody here that you need to ghost because you left, but you haven't quite. Sorry, that's my chair. You haven't quite left yet emotionally, and that's the issue. They're telling me you need to ghost this person. That's your advice. You have to go. You need to just block them completely. Take time out for yourself. But you're doing that now, but it's like you. So this is somebody that has a lot of impact in your life, not just romantically, but at a different level, perhaps. So this might just be, it could be same sex. I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. I'm just saying I'm just trying to validate it even more. So it's just got you hung up. Your fear is being stuck in that, thinking about it for the rest of your life. But no, you're ending that cycle. Like you have been. Your fear may be also that you might be stabbed in the back because of it. It's a huge burden. This month's going to end up in burden for that if you don't just leave it alone. So let me see something. I want to drag out these cards. Yeah, it's going to require a lot of strength on your part, Libra. A lot of strength, which you have. You just have to know how to kind of create that within the control aspect. Do you understand what I mean? You just have to learn how to control and ground your thoughts instead of making them into emotional barricades. Okay, this is for Libra for the month of October. What do they need to know? Oh, a lot came out. They're like, girl, she needs to know this. The light, or be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So more things are going to come out to light. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Did you get pregnant maybe? But I don't see that. I don't see pregnancy. I just see maybe you got a little bit more attached than they did. Transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Interesting. Interesting. Are you wanting to get married? Let me see that. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Maybe preparing for union within yourself. That would make sense. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. That's why you're not going to leave this situation. You're going to stay in it because You love pain? I don't know. Healing heart. Healing from heartbreak. Maybe that's going to be it. You're healing from this. You don't want to heal from this. You just want something comfortable that you know about. That it may not be the best option, but it's just comfortable, especially in the situation that everybody's going in right now. Freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, right? Let's do the moons. So we have a full moon on October 6th, and we have a new moon on October 21st. So let's get the new full moon card for Libra for October 6th, please. Now, full moons, because I know new moons you manifest. Full moons you have to get rid of. Sometimes I mess it up. I'm really sorry. Like I said, I'm new to this. I'm still trying to learn things. I just want to be able to create more of a understanding of why, we have to take these things into account. Okay, full moon on October. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Yes, you need balance. I'm surprised Judgment didn't come out here, but the Emperor did. Or actually, the Five of Swords did for you. Okay. New moon. Your hard work is paying off. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Yeah, that is fiery. Your hard work is paying off. A win-win outcome is forecast. I didn't even see that down here. A win-win outcome is forecast. So by the time the new moon comes around, which is the end of the month, a lot of things are going to be happening energetically and astrologically. From what I can understand, gas prices might be going down by the end of the month. Home prices might be going down by the end of the month. I do follow up. I used to be a real estate agent, so I do follow up on the housing market. And I know it's not, like, personally, I would say don't buy a home. That's just me. It's not good. But by the end of October, that might happen. And see, here's another thing. By the full moon, now this is something else that I had witnessed. Things have changed ever since September. Time has kind of changed. There was like a rip. I don't know exactly. I felt it because it's made me crazy the whole month. But now with a lot of these planets coming in, let's see, there's Mercury and Mars in Rahu, which is internet communication, all these things. We're going to have problems on the 18th, I guess, on that. The 21st, which is the new moon, there will be new scandals. I want to say drug busts, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I witnessed myself or heard myself and trying to just bring it into action here so you guys would understand. You're like, skip forward 10 seconds, skip forward 10 seconds. Just do the reading, lady. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to coordinate all these things. Okay, so this is going to be for Libra for the month of October for career. Oh, what am I doing? Well, that came out, the Two of Swords. I'm sorry, I'm so used to doing just a regular toss-out reading or fallout, where the cards just fall out on their own. But with Celtic Cross, I need the okay. These here for now. Interesting. It starts with a king. Okay, so your career, logically, you're good. You want to rush into something, though, when you shouldn't. That's your challenge, though. You're still focusing on this as you're bringing your personal life into your career. Yeah, there's an ending. Because the new beginning has to begin. Waiting for you to begin it. These things need to come to an end. And I'm not sure if this is, I don't get why this would be a strength. Maybe soon you're going to turn around and see the cups that aren't spilt and you're going to go towards that and end things. That's probably what's going to happen. Your environment right now is that you're finding new passionate beginnings to recreate you, to go into a different kind of, I want to say a different kind of career altogether. Make sure I'm still, sorry. I check every once in a while, make sure I'm still videotaping, because I've had that happen. It just cuts off. Yeah, something's has to happen. There has to be a big blow up. There has to be. I think that will help you to cement this passionate new beginning. Yes, because you want love and laughter around you, but then it's going to end. Look at that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Libra. You've got an outcome of 9 of the Wands in both outcomes. Be brave, young Librans. Be brave. New beginnings will create great strength with you. I promise you. I promise you. Just be brave. Let's get some wisdom out there. How's that? Let's get some wisdom for Libra, because Libra needs it. You're wanting to just kind of rush in. No, nay. You need to kind of just sit back and let it all in and watch and see. Just watch and see. I learned something interesting a couple weeks ago. It's a Japanese cultural thing, what they do. If things are going bad in a business, and this could be for anything in your life, in your personal life, in your career, they will take the CEO or the boss and manager, whomever is in charge, and they will make them sit or stand inside their office in a square. Now, I don't know what this is called, but it's like an observing thing. You're sitting in this square observing the things that are going on around you. Because when you observe and you take it all in, instead of just viewing and talking and, doing all that, you're observing and you're taking it all in order to see where the changes need to be made. Because once you observe things, you can see them more clearly instead of being an active member in them. I hope that makes sense. It's actually honestly, it's a really cool thing to if you think about it. So let's help with some wisdom. I might bring out the other set of wisdom cards for you, Libra. You're still defending this, whatever it is. It says poised. Yes, you are poised. You're poised to take more burden. Let's get another card for Libra, please. Something just came to my mind, and I always say these things now. I just say them when they come to my mind. There was an old movie, it came out when I was a girl. I'm going to age myself. It's called Karate Kid. It was the very first one. And it was towards the end of the movie where he tells Mr. Miyagi he wants him to, do the whole with his lean and all that. He's like, no, Danielson, you need to leave now. We're fine. You did very well. He's like, what did I teach them? That I can be a punching bag now for them? And that's how I feel about this. That's how I feel about what's going on. For some reason, that just clicked in my mind for you, Libra. Okay, let's just do one more for Libra. And we'll get another deck of wisdom cards. I do know, like, at the end of the month, things should go better. Why are they upside down? Soulmates. Say, I think this is a soulmate situation here, and that's probably why it's taking you kind of a long time. Maybe they were your mentor. I want to turn these around, sorry. So let's do one more. Or maybe you have a soulmate that's more of a father figure. Mother figure that can help you, an observer. See, there it is, that square. You need to become the observer and just observe the things that are going on in your life right now so you know what to fix, right? That explains it perfectly. That's exactly what I was talking about. Just be the observer for a little while. Now I got these other wisdom cards out just to see, because Libra needs some wisdom, man. Let's drop some wisdom on Libra. High Priestess of Earth. I have no idea. I'll have to read the book. I think I like these wisdom cards better because they just are upfront and tell you this is what's going on. Denial. A river in Egypt. Yeah. On the bottom it says meditation. So perhaps you need to kind of ground yourself for a while, Libra. Meditate. High Priestess of Earth is... I only know of one High Priestess, and that's the major arcana in the tarot. So when you're speaking of a High Priestess, you're speaking of somebody that has a lot of knowledge about that particular thing. So the High Priestess of Earth, you need to go ground yourself, Libra. Right? That's what it would tell me. High Priestess of Earth, when you choose the symbol of the High Priestess of Earth, the goddess of night, I am nudging you to take care of your health and your beautiful body. All right? Take care of yourself, Libra. Maybe that's why you like to have too much fun and it's created a lot of burden in your life. And once you get into that square to recognize the signs in your life, that's what you have to do. It could be, I don't see there was no devil. I didn't see a devil. It didn't, hesitate in my hand. It didn't fall out or anything. So I think this is just a denial of a relationship that you want it to be closer and it's not. All right. All right, Libra, I hope this has helped. Just be patient with me too, because I'm learning this too with the astrology. I'm trying to bring it in. So like on the 4th, if you do have a partner or whatever, just don't get into those deep discussions. There will be a fight. You know what I mean? It's just try to ease up on yourself too, because you don't need the fight either. The end of the month should be easier. It's the end of the month is when certain things aspect, like I said, I'm still learning this and I don't know. I think it was Jupiter that brings in change. And the kind of change I'm talking about, like this Jupiter is going to go into Cancer. I think it's the moon. And it's going to go into retrograde, which means it's going to last longer. So the Cancer, whatever it's in, is going to be more, how did they put it? It's going to be longer. It's going to be more, gosh, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm sorry. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. It's going to be like I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. I hate it when this happens. Adamant, I guess. It's harsher. It's going to be harsher. It's like the real effects of Jupiter. You're going to be feeling them. And this is the time when people are going to start awakening. It's going to happen until about June or July. More people are going to awaken to what's going on around them. They're not going to be so blinded by what people are telling them, and they're taking that as fact, and when it's not. So just keep that in mind, that things are changing. They might not feel good, and it's just like the Depression. When we went through the Depression in the 20s, they didn't feel good at the time, but they created great change, better opportunities also. So you just have to be patient for that. Just neutralize those bad energies, go ground yourself, and try to not deal with those negative energies if you can. And I know that's not easy to say. All right, Libra, have a great month. Thank you again for taking the time to listen to me do your monthly readings. I really, truly appreciate that. I really do. Have a great month. I'll see you in a week, guys. Bye-bye.